Hi everyone, this is April and I'm going to be doing Making of a Student Blog 2, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my storyboards. I actually completed them last night after the Super Bowl, woohoo. And I just want to give a little disclaimer, and I have to do it because, you know, this is my work, and copyright laws do state that once you have something written down on paper that it is yours. And as long as you have witnesses and or dates to prove that you came up with it first, it is yours, and I do have both. So please do not attempt to steal any story ideas that you hear from this or use them in your own stuff without permission, blah blah blah. I just wanted to say that because I know that some people will watch YouTube videos and then try to make their own movie from it, and yeah, so please don't do that. Thank you. That being said, I wanted to say that because in order to show you my storyboards, I have to tell you what the script is. So basically it is a 5-minute short about a girl who commits suicide, and it's shot backwards. So it starts with her suicide, and then as it progresses back and back, it's kind of left ambiguous, but you figure out that her parents basically have died. And that she's one of those people who's very introverted and just can't deal with it, and I'm going to be playing the girl. Yeah, and that's my story, and yes, I have been told it is morbid. I don't agree. It's art, and I happen to like stuff that's dark. I'm not into, oh my gosh, real happy, excited. That's just not me, and I'm not going to make work that isn't who I am. So there you go. So, okay, so I have my storyboards here. I'm going to try to have it so you can see it. Okay, so this is the first scene. You pretty much just see my front door here. Obviously these are not perfect drawings, so I apologize for the fact that you're not going to see a lot of background, but that's basically my front entrance. That is me coming home. Putting my keys on my dining room table. And then I am entering the living room, and as you can see, there is a gun. The way I'm actually going to shoot it is there's like a bowl that's going to be here, and the gun's going to probably be more behind the bowl so you don't see it initially, so it's more of a shock because I'm going for the shock factor here. Then I briskly walk in, put the gun to my head, shoot myself. There you go. So the scene leading up to that is right before she goes home to shoot herself, she decides, okay, the film's called The Last Day. She's decided that she wants to go on with her normal day so people don't become suspicious, and she's a college student, so she has a class. And she is speaking to a professor because he's concerned. He knows that her parents have died and that she's going through a hard time but not really talking to anyone about it. So these are just different angles throughout the conversation, different close-ups and things like that as they're speaking. I'm not going to say the dialogue because y'all will see it when the film's finished. She basically says, no, I don't need help, and then she kind of is trying to get out of there because she's nervous. She wants to go ahead and get this act over with. And he's concerned about her safety. Then we show her getting into her car, and then the first scene, she arrives at her house. Now, I have a scene before their conversation where she's actually showing up at school for her class, and Lola just ran in here, my little baby. Anywho, so she's coming into the classroom to sit down. I have intercut shots of her looking at the screen, looking at the clock, looking nervous, wanting everything to be over with, the professor teaching, and then she gets up to leave and it starts with, hey, I need to talk to you, like the previous scene. Okay, now this scene, she is sitting in a park because her and her parents used to love going here. This scene right here, the scenes with her and her parents are going to actually be black and white in the film. And I'm going to have the intercuttings of her remembering and them sitting there together. We show her getting in her car and arriving in class. This is her actually, ooh, I guess I pushed a button. This is her arriving at the park, walking to the bench and sitting down. Okay, this scene is I just had breakfast and I'm about to go to the park. As I sit down at the table, I look across at this empty chair, And this scene will be in black and white as a flashback of her getting a black and white flashback of her getting a phone call about her parents dying. And this is going to be silent, so you'll just see her crying, getting very emotional. So you're not going to actually know how they died, but I mean, it'll become evident that they have died. She's disturbed by this, doesn't even finish her breakfast, and quickly leaves the house to go to the park, which she just arrived. Okay, this is the final scene of the film. This is her waking up in the morning. She looks across the room and sees they didn't have any photo albums in this app, this storyboard app, so I'm using a microwave oven to illustrate the photograph of her and her parents. She gets up, looks at it, takes it, kisses it, and says, "See you soon" to them. So at that point, you know, okay, for sure we know now that they are dead. And that's the end of the film. So obviously, this is a preliminary storyboard. I mean, it is the storyboard, but there's going to be probably more angles, more close-ups than what's shown here. It's very hard to get it to show emotion or super close-ups on that particular app, but I actually really enjoy it. It took a couple nights for me to put it all together, but not too much time. Probably in total maybe 2 hours to do that whole thing. So, I hope that you enjoyed that. I know it's longer than I wanted it to be, but you know, I made a lot of storyboards to try to cover my bases with the framing and everything. So I hope y'all have a good day, and if you like this and you have a YouTube channel or want to get a YouTube channel, please subscribe so you can learn more about when I'm going to be coming out with new stuff for the film. Have a good one. God bless.